I left Moffat to blue skies, 12 plus degrees. Forecast says we've got a couple of little showers coming, and then in the morning we're due for a pretty nice day, up until late on tomorrow night. I've come 50 miles away and the weather is completely different. Right, it's like a different stratosphere up here. I am in the borders just slightly. I have an intended target that I'm aiming for. I'm just going to weed it out because the forecast is this shower. It was due to come north, so it hit Moffat about an hour and a half ago and was constant for about 20 minutes, and then it went off. So I'm just hoping that this is the case here, so then I can get my hike parting done in the dry and get my tent put up in the dry before the next little shower pops back up and gives us some dramas. So that's gonna where I'm at. Alright, on the move again. So I've got the big 65 on, out of camp, local to me, heading up there. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. I'm going to go with Sight Law. 518, I think. So it's a little Donald. I think it's called a Donald anyway. But it should give really tidy views down the reservoir here, and behind me, I'll spin you around, the loch that's way down there, St Mary's Loch. Weather at the moment, as you can see, is not brilliant, but that is expected to change, so here's hoping. So that's the tent set up. I'm just still in that kind of decision mode about which door I'm going to have as my door for during the night. At the moment the wind's coming this way, so I kind of feel like I need to block this one off, but in the morning that's where the sunrise is going to be. So I'm still kind of in that little zone of, I've got my tarp now as well, that I was going to put up just to give me that little extra protection. So yeah, I've got plenty of time to think about it. So now the tent's up, I can start thinking about doing the little jobs, get my lanterns up and then get something to eat, I think. Got packing a little pitch, as you'll see, looking down into Megget Reservoir and over to St Mary's Loch. So should make some nice good views in the morning, I think. So on the go for dinner tonight, beef teriyaki noodles. Picked it up as a wee set from the Co-op. I thought it'd be brilliant in the skillet, and yeah, so it turns out. Oh, that's lovely, nice hearty meal to warm me up rather than that. So I think that was like £5. And to be honest, see some of those camping ready meals, you know, the ones at Pacific for camping, the boil and the bag stuff, they sometimes like £8 them, rip off. Gonna wash this down with bottled Desperados. If you haven't tried that, oh, you gotta. It's got a little tequila kind of flavour to it. So I'm gonna get this down. I've got a wee dessert for later on, and then as the sun's got about an hour and a bit to go before it starts to drop. It's just dropping behind Broadlaw over there, and then I'll get the door shut. Probably get a film on for an hour or so, a couple hours. And get cosy. The wind's dropped as well, it's nice. Yeah, nice wee camp spot. I'd try to go in another 10 metres or so further up. I just thought this gave me a tiny bit more shelter. Although the view further up was better. I could see, you could pinpoint White Coombe, Broadlaw, as well as down at the loch. But we can soon go up there in the morning, and you can get a proper view as well. So I'm going to finish my dinner. Like I say, it's cracking. Definitely having this again for a camp meal. Put the jet boil on again. Look to see what's in here. I hope it works. I haven't tried doing it this way before. I want to do a dessert just to warm me up. As you can see, the air is starting to get a little bit temperature drop. It's not supposed to go below freezing tonight, so hopefully it stays that way. But bar than that, I'm pretty snug as long as I stay in here. It's just the air out there definitely feels cooler, so I'm going to want to have this and then probably shut my doors for the night and get cosy. Right, so in my jet boil was a wee steamed pudding, so I guess the best way to do a steamed pudding is to steam it. So let's see if it actually worked or not. I'm really not sure. I should do, isn't it? Aye. Tidy. Job's a good one. Yeah. Lovely. I'll give you a bit of a show round of my tent. So now I've got the door shut. I've got my jet boil still out with a bit of water in it because I'm going to use that for hot chocolate. And there's the rest of my water, my Desperados. I keep things in the same order each time, so my boots always go that side there, and then I always put my food there, and then I have my bag kind of goes in here on the wetter days. And the dry days I'll stick it out on the porch. And then I keep my slippers to the side here, and then I've just swapped my clothes out, so I've got my bottoms that I walked up in. Then in that little basket there is all like the dry bags for the things that was holding things like the tent and my mat, for example. And then if I spin around, I've got my fairly standard setup now. I've got my pillow that'll get tucked in there. Underneath here, I've got my t-shirt. It's a North Face t-shirt, that one. And then what I've done is I'm actually using that little seat that I make up now. So in there, I've got a blow-up pillow, an insulated pad. So then it doubles up now. So there's a little bit less things to carry. And then by the time I put that pillow over there, it's actually quite nice. And then I've got a little liner that I've been loving having that little liner in there, and then the OEX, the Thiam sleeping bag. It might be one of the last ones of this season. Using that because it is supposed to be a 4 season, and the weather's changing that much. It should be getting close. And then I don't know if I can show you the logo. Yeah, it's a Sea to Summit Etherlight XT, and I've got the rectangular version as my my sleep pad. I think this is a 3.4 R rated one, so not the highest for like insulation, but then when you add on a little fur blanket, which I love doing, as you can see I'm sitting on it now, you can sit in your tent and use the whole tent. Moving on, I've got my little charging mat, so I can put my phone on one side, put my watch, and I can act like my bedside cabinet. I've got my head torch that I'll have when I go for a pee during the night, because of course it happens. Above me I've put a spare jacket, and I've got one torch hanging, and then I've got my lamp hanging here as well. And then I've got my ditty bag. So in my ditty bag is just things like my wipes, toothbrush, paracetamol, deodorant. I've got different varieties of wipes, and one's for my face, and then sorry to be crude, but one's for my ass as well, just in case, you know. Then I have the emergency dry clothes, so I kept a couple of things in there already, but just a spare pair of pants and a spare pair of socks. And then my little bum bag, which you've probably seen me wear, but I'm not quite sure what was in it. Well, what I actually do is I actually keep the drone in there, with any charging cables as well. So they say if I was just out on a hike, I wouldn't be bothering with it, but because I've been using the drone a lot more lately, the one that I borrowed off Emma, which you've seen in my heartfelt video, that you can see why I've got my bag there. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little update on how I sleep and how I set up my tent, in case any of you want to kind of copy a setup. So in the morning I'll kind of push this out the way and zip these up, and hopefully we're zipping up to something nice and not just a blend view. But I'm going to put my phone back here and then continue watching some videos. I've been watching a video by the Solo Summit tier right now. So I've just been watching some YouTube videos, get myself a bit cosy. Like I say, it's not the coldest camp I've had over the last couple of months, but it does feel a little bit in the cooler side. So I've got myself wrapped a bit earlier. I haven't got any gloves on, but I'm feeling the need, to be in my bag, and cozied up. I've got my big thermal jacket on as well. So I'm not cold, but I could feel myself being cold if I took the layers off, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to I'm going to turn off for the night, get the lights off, and get some sleep, and then see what the morning brings. Or typically I always wake up for a pee during the night, and hopefully it's a starry night as well, and we'll see what it brings when it does. But I think I'll check back in most likely in the morning, maybe a couple of stills overnight with some star footage if it's any decent. If not, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. camera. I haven't really known what to say, to be honest. Cloud's coming over now, but wow, what a sunrise, what a sunrise. I was hoping for a sunrise, we got that. I wasn't expecting the cloud inversion though, that was just out of this world. I'm really hoping the footage that you've seen by now does it justice. My tent, I've got everything packed away inside, I've got the bag sat outside, so all I've got left to do is strip that down, and then that's me. So that's what I'm going to do now, and start heading back, and I'll go via my local co-op and pick up a bunch of food, because I'm going to have myself a cooked breakfast today, because I feel like I've earned it. Wasn't the best sleep, but I was kind of half anxious about getting up and making sure I didn't miss what I thought was going to be a class sunrise, and thankfully I was right. I was proven right. So maybe get to the gym as well later on, I think. But I'm going to get packed up, and I'll leave you some shots before I finish. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I know I did. Bag's packed. It's a bit nippy now, so I'm gonna get moving. That'll warm me up. I'll check back in the car. But yeah, just a little quick. It was a steep pull up, so it should be a quick pull down without falling, hopefully. So that's me taking off all the height. Car's over there. So I think I'm going to end the video here. For me, this video was, well, when I left the house yesterday, I left the sunshine, came here to rain, and to be honest, there was a big part of me that was ready to just turn around and come home. But there was a little niggling voice in my head telling me to stick it out, go high, and you'll get the reward. And well, wow, didn't get the reward. What an amazing start to the day. So anyway, I hope the footage comes out okay. I hope you get a chance to see it up yourselves. But for me, until the next time, I'll say goodbye from Moffat Mountain Adventures, and I'll see you real soon.